Hi friends, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new here. This week I am memory planning the week of May 16th through the 22nd using this kit from PlannerPixieCo called Breakfast Dreams. As soon as I saw this art, I knew that I was going to be buying someone's kit using it. I know a few shops used it. Like, I know SPC used it. I think Caress Press used it. I'm sure, like, a couple other shops used it. I was seeing it all over the place. But I ended up just buying PlannerPixieCo's version, specifically just because, like, I could buy the printable version of it. But everyone did it so cute. But I also decided to color block this plan with me because I haven't done that in a minute. I think the last spread that I color blocked was my St. Patrick's Day spread, or St. Patrick's Week spread. So back in March. So it's been a minute since I've color blocked, and it was actually a lot of fun. I think there were a couple times where, like, I almost put in the wrong thing, like the wrong color label, but I think I have everything in here correctly. And all the patterns, like, really lined up to the colors. Sometimes I don't want to color block a spread because the patterns have, like, a lot of different colors in them or something, so you can't necessarily tell. I think the main one in this color was the dark pink. The pattern had a lot of, like, light pink and yellow in it, but other than that, I think the patterns really, like, went well with the colors. So I think that this one was a cute one to color block. Although, looking at it, I wish I would have done a different color on Thursday, because I just kept with the pattern. So I did it dark pink, like light pink, purple, blue, but I didn't really like fully color block the sidebar. I didn't really color block it at all, honestly. So there's just not, like, a ton of blue, and I wish there was a little bit more. Like, I wish I would have just switched it out for one of the pinks, because the pinks are really cute, but I wouldn't have minded having a little bit less of one of the pinks and then bring in more of the blue. But, you know, that's besides the point. I also love when I have, like, enough full boxes in my kits to put, like, 2 on one day, like I did here on both Monday and Wednesday, because I just didn't have much in my planner to mark on those days, so it was helpful to just put 2 boxes on those days. You'll see here I'm adding, well, I guess you kind of see because it's kind of cut off, but I paired this with an old foil bundle from SPC. Oh yeah, because I had tried, like, zooming in a little bit while I was doing the spread, so you could kind of see it a little bit more, like, kind of each individual thing I was doing, but I think I like it better just having it fully zoomed out so you see the whole planner. So I spread it back out here, but yeah, I'm using an old foil bundle from SPC in this really pretty blue color. I think it is possibly, like, her Tiffany blue foil bundle, but I'm not really sure. I just know that it's a foil bundle and it's an old, like, bows format. So I wish I would have had some other full boxes, but I didn't want to pull in any other foil. I wanted it to just be that blue foil. But if I had pulled in like silver or something, I would have definitely kind of spread out the bows a little bit, because it's kind of a lot of bows. I'm sorry if you hear my cat running around. I do like film and record my voiceovers and everything on the floor, where I have like a makeshift desk set up right now, because I don't actually have a desk at the moment. And he's running around chasing a fly or something. But yeah, anyway, that is, I think, it for the base. You'll see here I didn't put down any full boxes. That is because with it being an old foil bundle, it was half-cut headers. I think this is my first time using half-cut headers, and it actually, like, it wasn't too bad. The only time I think that it got a little bit more difficult was towards the end, when I was kind of running out of some labels to use, and like specifically in the purple on like the very last box. I didn't have a bigger box to put there, but I only marked 2 things. So you'll see that I added like 3 half-cut headers in between them. But if I hadn't pointed it out, it probably wouldn't be that noticeable. So overall, I really like how it turned out, and now I feel like I'm not like too afraid to use half-cut headers if I want to use like an old foil bundle, because I've tried it out now and I've seen that it's not too bad. I mean, yes, it is easier to have full underlays, but it's not terrible like having it just how it is using half-cut headers. So I think that's all I have to say now. Let's just get into the day by day. So first off, on the sidebar, I didn't actually put any stickers in, because I don't really know what I want to mark there. But I did want to point out that I think I showed them while doing the base, but I'm using those little stickers that say currently reading and currently watching, the pink and purple box there, or boxes. Those are actually from me, for my shop. I have not opened my shop yet, but I hope to very soon. And when I do, I hope to be releasing those stickers. These ones I did like custom match to this kit. Since it was a printable, I was able to pull like the exact colors from the kit to make those. But I have been kind of working on those, and I think I'm going to do like a multicolor thing, so it's going to have kind of just through the rainbow, like red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, and pink, kind of just some different colors to pull from, so hopefully you have some for whatever spread you want, but keep an eye out for that. Like I said, hope to be releasing those very soon, and I think this was my first time pulling them in and using them, so I personally really love them, and I think that they're really cute for the sidebar, so you can mark whatever you were reading and or watching that week. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about those. I'm really excited to release those for you guys. But now, let's get into the actual day by day. So on Monday, I did some reading. I was reading By the Book, which is like a Beauty and the Beast retelling, but modern. So the girl works at a publishing, like book publishing place, and because she loves reading and she loves books, so that was kind of like her dream, was to work in publishing. And the boy is just broody, kind of locks himself away, and he's supposed to be writing like his memoir or whatever, but he hasn't been writing it, and he's had like 3 years to do it. So she goes to try and get him to get a move on with it, and then they end up falling for each other. Really cute. Like super cheesy, not like the best writing ever, but if you enjoy like Beauty and the Beast retellings, it might be fun. And then that evening, my boyfriend and I went to Mel's with some of my family because this was not long before we left California, so they wanted to do like a family dinner, so a couple of my family members were there, which I actually didn't know. It was just like my dad said he wanted to go out to dinner, and so I kind of just thought it was going to be my dad, but I was surprised by having like a bunch of my family there, and it was really funny too because we got there and said that we were meeting some people and they were already here, and he was like, oh, table of 7, and we're like, no, and we were like looking around, and then we like pointed to them, and we realized, oh, yeah, table of 7, because we just didn't know that there were going to be a bunch of people there. But that was fun, so I got to hang out with some of my family before I left. On Tuesday, my boyfriend and I got Chick-fil-A for lunch, which is always good. I love Chick-fil-A, but specifically I went to go and try the cloudberry lemonade because, another kind of funny story is that in some of the books that I've read, the Vicious Lost Boys series, which is like the dark Peter Pan romance retelling, they talk about cloudberries. Like while she's in Neverland, they talk about cloudberries. And one of the twins, makes cloudberry pancakes. So kind of like how we would make blueberry pancakes, he makes cloudberry pancakes. And they're like his like specialty thing. And I am not the only one here, because I am in like a Facebook group for the author. So a bunch of people were like posting about the cloudberry lemonade from Chick-fil-A. And everyone was like, oh my gosh, I thought cloudberries were just something that she had made up that were in Neverland. So no one knew about cloudberries, other than, I guess there's like a cloudberry jam at IKEA, so some people knew about that. But other than those people, no one knew that cloudberries were an actual thing. They thought they were just like made up in this book. And honestly, so did I. I hadn't really put much thought to it, but yeah, I kind of thought the same thing. So a ton of people were going and trying the cloudberry lemonade. I liked it. Like, it wasn't terrible, but it just wasn't really my thing. I can't really remember too much, but I think it was just like really tart. But I'm not like a huge lemonade person in general. I love a good strawberry lemonade, but other than that, I'm not like the biggest lemonade fan. But like, it was good. So I'm not mad that I tried it. I just don't know if I would get it again necessarily. But yeah. So then I did some more reading, which I was still reading by the book. And then that evening, my mom and I actually went over to the mall to get dinner because there was this place, like an Italian food place called, I don't know if it's Villa or Via, I don't know, it's 2 L's. I always call it Villa, but I don't really know if that's correct. But it's a place that me and my mom both really like, so we just went to the mall to sit in the food court and get some dinner. But it was really annoying because it was still like half an hour before any of the places in the food court closed. But by the time we got to Villa, there was like nothing like on display. There were like a couple pieces of pizza and like a little bit of pasta left. And we just asked him, we were like, hey, are you guys like making anything else, or is this it? And he's like, no, this is it. And so we had like very little selection to choose from, which was kind of annoying because they didn't have what I like specifically wanted to go there for. I wanted to get the can't even remember what it's called now. But it's some kind of pasta that I really like getting from them, and they didn't have it, so I got a stromboli, and my mom got spaghetti, which, like, it was all still really good. It was just not what we had wanted. But yeah, so anyway. Then my boyfriend and I went and saw Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness. I'm gonna admit I didn't care for that movie too much. No spoilers or anything, but it just wasn't my favorite thing. And it was a lot. There was a lot happening, and it just kind of felt like too much sometimes. And also Scarlet Witch, like, I love her. She's, like, one of my favorite Marvel characters, and I just don't like where her story went in this movie, which I've never read the comics, so, like, I'm sure it's just, like, following the comics and stuff, and that's kind of what was going to happen anyway. But I haven't read the comics. I just know that I love her, and I just didn't love, like, kind of where her story went with that. So that's just my opinion. I know a lot of people really did love the movie, and I don't think it was bad. It just wasn't my favorite. But what I marked before that was that I got a Jurassic, like, popcorn bucket and collector's cup, because, like, sometimes they'll sell those when, like, promoting a movie, and I didn't want to miss out on getting those. I didn't want to miss out on getting those because there had been a Batman one, like, I don't know, a couple months before, whenever Batman was coming out, and I was like, oh, like, when we come back to watch Batman, we'll get one of them. But they were, like, sold out by the time we even went to the next movie. It wasn't even Batman. Which, like, not that I was super upset about, because I didn't care about Batman that much, but it was just, like, a really cool bucket. But this time, I did not want to miss the Jurassic one, because I love the Jurassic Park and World movies, so I got those. On to Thursday, on to Wednesday, sorry. On Wednesday, my boyfriend and I had a little mall date. He had wanted to go and get some new shoes. He wanted to get a new pair of Vans because his were just, like, super beat. But we ended up doing, like, some shopping and went to a couple, like, random stores. I ended up actually getting a new pair of shoes too, because they were on sale, so he got me those. And then I did some more reading. Now on to Thursday. My boyfriend and I slept in, and we woke up to my mom bringing home some McDonald's breakfast, because my grandma was actually over at the time helping us, like, pack and clean and do all that. And I think I've mentioned this before, but, like, anytime we have, like, multiple people over, like, anytime we would have my grandma over helping us pack and stuff, and my mom's friend, we would just get McDonald's, and we would just, like, buy a bunch of random stuff, because it was just kind of, like, an easy thing to get for everyone. So this day she got us all breakfast. And the next thing that I marked was that I took a nap. So I guess this day I was just really feeling like sleeping. Then me and Bucky just kind of chilled and hung out. And then I marked Late Night Carolinas, which is, like, one of my boyfriend and I's favorite, like, Mexican food places, and they're open until, like, 2 a.m. or something. Or, no, they might be open 24 hours. No, they're open 24 hours, because we've gone at 2 a.m. before. But it's just, like, when you randomly have that, like, late night craving, it just hits the spot every time. So this night we got some Late Night Carolinas. On to Friday. Oh, hold on, I feel sneezed. Sorry, I had to stop the recording for a second because I sneezed. But anyway, on to Friday. My boyfriend had, like, randomly been really wanting to go to John's Incredible Pizza, So we did that day, and his friend came. It was actually really fun. Like, we ate a bunch of food, we played some games, we did the, like, tornado ride thing. You know, we did it all, and it filled his, I don't know, craving, I guess, because he'd just, like, randomly been wanting to go, and I was like, well, then let's go, like, why not? So, we did. And then I marked 48-hour Bookopoly-thon, which is just, like, a readathon, 48-hour readathon, that one of the YouTubers I watch, hosts, Becca, from Becca and the Books. She does her, like, monthly Bookopoly board, which is based off Monopoly, but every now and then she does readathons called Bookopoly-thon, where, like, we get to use her Bookopoly board to fill prompts. So that started that evening. Like, it was Saturday, Sunday for her, but she's in the UK, so it starts Friday evening for me. So I marked that, and then I, of course, did some reading since the readathon started. And so since I had prompts, I started a new book, even though I wasn't quite finished with by the book. So I started Myth Academy, which I think I read all, like, within that night, or maybe finished it the next day, because it is, like, a super short book. And then I marked Not Feeling Good. I don't know, I think that was just, like, random, like, I just randomly didn't feel good. I don't remember what I, like, ate that day or anything, but I just didn't feel good. So I took a shower, because every now and then when I don't feel good, I just want to hop in the shower. On to Saturday, we got Raising Cane's, which I have finally ordered scripts for, because I am just obsessed, so I didn't, like, write that in or anything, but yeah, we got Raising Cane's. Then I just marked doing some cleaning, because this weekend was really heavy on, like, doing some cleaning and packing and all that, so I marked cleaning. And then I listened to an audiobook. I was listening to Only a Monster. And then this day, my boyfriend and I found a new, like, boba place called Sweet Tea, or, like, Sweetie, I don't know. But we tried a strawberry smoothie with strawberry popping boba in it. It was really good, actually. And then I made some tortellini, and I had to take a Tylenol because my, like, tooth was hurting randomly, and my hips were hurting, so I took some Tylenol, and then I did some more reading more Myth Academy, so I was reading it that night, too. On to Sunday, I marked Bucky playing with Mia's leash, which was, Mia is my dog, but her leash was in the room, and he just, like, randomly started playing with it. Like, it was kind of hanging. It was, like, in a box, and it was, like, hanging over, so it was, like, dangling, and he was just, like, smacking it around and playing with it, and it was just really cute. Then I listened to some of a new audiobook. I read The Black Witch, which was really good. I had started that one physically a couple months back, and just, like, wasn't really getting into it, or I was just, like, kind of getting bored, but listening to the audiobook this time, I was able to get further and then, like, get to the more interesting parts, so it was actually really fun. Then I marked cleaning and packing some more, or I marked it as packing this time, and my boyfriend and I went to Rite Aid this night, and they had, like, a giant pretzel at their, like, bakery spot, so we got that. And then my mom cooked dinner, and then at Rite Aid we had gotten a strawberry shortcake, because this was, like, one of our last nights in the house, so we got a strawberry shortcake to celebrate, and we, like, ate that over the next couple nights, and it was so good. So that is it. I hope you guys enjoyed. I really love the way this spread turned out. If you did like it, give it a thumbs up, and I hope to see you guys in my next video. Bye, friends!